I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're Brews&Reviews.
Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're Brews&Reviews. We were tagged by ReadbyTwo for the Harry Potter This or That tag. So, as we absolutely adore Harry Potter,
Love.
and we have brought along our Harry Potter World mugs that we bought there.
Yeah.
And we thought we would just...
Why aren't we sporting our Harry Potter tops?
Because we're rubbish and have no forethought.
Shocking.
Anyway, we're going to get right on with this.
The way this tag works is there's going to be different categories, and within each category there's going to be different choices, so you've got to choose either this or that, really.
Yeah,
so,
pretty simple,
yeah.
but Harry Potter themed, so it may not be easy.
Yes. So the first category is classes. Divination or herbology?
I think herbology.
I think herbology.
I don't think I could deal with knowing what the future was. Even if, you know, Trelawney was there and it was still like a sort of made up future sort of thing. I don't want to know what's going to happen.
I'd get too paranoid.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, no.
You have to live in a light room.
Yeah.
And like, with no contact with the outside world, I feel, because of everything you could learn. Do you know? No, I wouldn't like it.
No. So plants seem a bit safer, depending on obviously what type of plants you're dealing with. But I feel like I could take a plant. I can't take the future.
Yeah. History of magic or defense against the dark arts?
Defense against the dark
Yeah,
arts.
I agree.
I just feel like history of magic, although it's very interesting and it would be great to know that sort of thing. Let's be real here. We all want to be in defense against the dark arts. We all want to be like.
Can you imagine how epic it would be?
It would be amazing.
Yeah, really cool.
They are spells that you would love to learn.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Well, I don't know if you would love to learn them, but we would love to learn
Yeah,
them.
definitely. Potions or transfiguration? Transfiguration.
See, that is difficult though.
It was a difficult one.
Like, I think also transfiguration, because how cool would that be to be able to turn any object into something else? That would be so awesome.
I feel like potions is really interesting, but it takes a lot of patience. It takes
ingredients.
Yeah, like you need ingredients, and
there's a lot more to potions, I think, rather than with transfiguration. It's your own knowledge and you are in your ability. You are able to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas with potions, I just don't have the patience for it. I'd get bored, and I'd probably like ice the cake while it's too hot, because that happens a lot when we bake.
Yes.
That's, if there was a potion equivalent of that, then I'd probably do that and kill someone by accident, or turn them into a chicken.
Wouldn't that be transfiguration?
But like accidentally, like not with my wand. You had me there.
Care of magical creatures or flying? I mean, definitely magical creatures for me.
Yeah, magical creatures for me. I just, even if you were with Hagrid and you were being chased around by blast-ended Scroots, I could take it.
Yeah.
I'd deal with it.
Exactly.
I love the magical animals. I love all the animals.
Epic. Oh, I'd love it.
Yeah. I'm so afraid of heights, and flying on a broomstick doesn't really appeal to me because I'd fall off.
The next category is professors. Snape or McGonagall?
McGonagall.
McGonagall. Don't get me wrong, I love Snape.
Yeah.
And he is the cutest at the end, but McGonagall is a weapon. Like, she is a beast.
She's my favourite teacher.
Yeah, she's
one of my favourite characters in the whole series. She is so powerful, and she's like sassy, and just her in the Order of the Phoenix with Umbridge. I just love McGonagall so much.
And at the end though.
Yeah, she is just like, I'm in control, I'm taking this.
Moony or Lupin? Lupin for me.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, because here's my problem with that question. We didn't actually see Moody as a Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, because it wasn't actually Moody.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I know enough about Moody's teaching skills to be able to say if I want him as a teacher.
Yeah. But
But I do know enough about Lupin's teaching skills, and he's awesome, so...
like, I think like Lupin is just the all-round sort of teacher that every person needs. Like, he's so understanding, and he goes at your own pace, and like
he makes sure that everyone is along for the ride and is getting everything that he's teaching.
Hagrid or Dumbledore?
That's hard.
It is hard. I think I'd go with Hagrid. Don't get me wrong, I know Dumbledore's almighty and powerful and all this lot. He knows so much and he is the greatest wizard of all time. But I don't know, there's just...
I think I'd prefer the relationship that I'd have with Hagrid than I would with Dumbledore. Plus, knowing what we do know about Dumbledore, I'd be kind of afraid that he'd be trying to use you in some sort of weird way.
Yeah.
So I think I'd definitely go with Hagrid as well.
Yeah. The next category is magical things. Pensive, time turner.
Probably pensive for me, because time turners, I find that I don't want to go back in time. I don't want to be responsible for changing things and accidentally making sure I was never born or some rubbish like that. I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that responsibility.
No. I think it's so difficult as well if you do go back in time, or nobody must see you doing this or all that malarkey. I don't want that. I'd rather be able to experience something, store it away in my little memory box, and be able to show people that I meet that could never have known that things. And how cool would it be to, if like your parents had one and then you could see what they were all doing in their life?
Yeah, that would be really... Yeah, I think I'd go for pensive for that reason as well. Like, I think it's always nice to look back on your memories, because at the end of the day, your memories are what make you you, aren't they? You know, being able to turn back in time, it could be handy, yeah, but I think I would prefer a pensive.
Yeah.
Blood quill or howler? I mean, blood quills are nasty. I know howler's going to be quite nasty, but at least, like, they're over, aren't they? You know what I mean? Whereas a blood quill, I mean, they're like a torture device.
Yeah, okay, it kind of depends how you want to hurt someone. If you want to leave, like, physical pain, like, lasting with them, or if you want to, like, humiliate them. So neither of these are particularly lovely choices, but I'd rather do a howler, because at least it's like, if you were having an argument with someone and they shouted at you.
Yeah.
That's just like that. And
you can deal with that.
Yeah, you're not, like, physically damaging someone. And
Marauder's map or invisibility cloak?
see, as much as I would love to have a Marauder's map, it has to be the invisibility cloak.
Exactly, I say the same as well.
I think the Marauder's map would be awesome if you were at Hogwarts, but then when you leave Hogwarts, you kind of either have to pass it on, like leave it behind, or something like that. It's never going to be any use to you unless you're like a teacher or something.
I mean, and who doesn't want the invisibility cloak? I mean, it's one of the Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
What's more epic than that? And it's so handy.
Yeah, all those times when Harry, Hermione and Ron used it.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, definitely the invisibility cloak, without a doubt. I'd love an invisibility cloak.
I know.
Flue powder or broomstick?
Flue powder, definitely. Again, like I said before, I don't want to travel by a broomstick because I would fall off and die. And I'm afraid of heights, so I don't want to do that.
See, I think I'd go for broomstick. Now, I hate flying. Like, I hate it, don't I? I have complete emotional breakdowns when I fly. But, one, flying is cool. And two, I think on a broomstick, you're completely in control. Whereas on a plane, you're not. You know, any means of transport, you're not. Whereas a broom, it's you. And
it's like a bicycle for the air.
Yeah. But I like the thought of being able to fly and just disappear. Do you know what I mean? Not have to have a certain place in mind. You can just go and just be free. Next category is magical creatures. So, Buckbeak or Forks? That's really so hard. Really, really, really hard.
See, I love them both. I want them both.
I know, I want them both.
If I had to pick, I'd go with Forks. It's just simply because I adore phoenixes. I think they are so cool. I remember watching some really old program when I was younger where, is it like the phoenix and the carpet or something like that? Do you know the one I mean?
Phoenix and the feather. Oh, I don't know what it is, but I do know what you mean. I used to love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to watch that. I used to love that.
And I just remember always loving phoenixes. Plus, healing tears and...
so handy.
Yeah, you command the loyalty of... Well, you don't command it, but like, you have the loyalty of the phoenix if it's going to stay with you, so...
But that's the same with Buckbeak though, isn't it? Like a hippogriff. You need that loyalty before he'll respond to you, and he's so powerful and majestic, and...
You could ride him.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't need a broom if you had a hippogriff.
This is true.
So hard.
You just open some sort of animal menagerie.
I would. I'd just have them all. Fluffy or Aragog?
Well,
I mean, Fluffy definitely. So as you can see, we've got our Ruby Roo here, and she's just beautiful, and I just love dogs, so a three-headed dog would be nothing. I mean, Ruby's a bit of a beast anyway, so I could handle a Fluffy. No problem.
me too, I would try. Even one with 3 heads.
Yeah. But, I mean, who would want Aragog? It's this big, huge-ass spider.
I hate spiders. Get them away from me. Get them away right now.
Yeah.
I will run out of a room screaming if I see a spider.
Exactly, me too. Right, I feel like this is a bit of an odd one. Dementor or Inferi?
I don't want either of them.
I don't want either of them.
Get them away from me.
Why would you want one of them? I mean, I don't want Inferi because it's
Like a
dead
reanimated
human.
corpse.
Yeah.
A bit like having a zombie, I guess.
I mean, Dementors aren't much better either.
But they do have a consciousness.
Yeah.
And like a purpose, I guess, in life that isn't... I don't know. They're both nasty, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just nasty. And we don't want either of them. But if I had to choose, I'd choose a Dementor.
I think I'd choose
Because I could,
Dementor.
like, sick them on all the people I hate. Wouldn't do that, obviously. I'm
No.
very nice, aren't I? But...
See, I think this is a really tricky one as well. Hedwig or Dobby?
Aww.
I know. They both make me really emotional. I love them both because I think Hedwig, he's had her since obviously he became a wizard, and all throughout the books, even when he was at the Dursleys, at least he had Hedwig. She has been a constant companion throughout the whole books, and she did technically sacrifice herself, didn't she?
Yeah, technically.
She knew, and she sacrificed herself to save Harry.
I also think with Dobby, although I absolutely love Dobby, like, he is a character on his own who can make his own decisions and that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
I relate Dobby's death to another character's death. He's just like a fully formed character that has died. Whereas Hedwig, it's like your pet dying.
Yeah.
Like, well, we've said that we love animals.
Yeah.
No one wants their pet to die. That's the most depressing thing.
Exactly. They were both very sad deaths, and
Yeah. I just...
they're both great characters, but I feel like it would be Hedwig.
Yeah, Hedwig just pips it.
Yeah. The last category is places to visit.
Alright then.
Okay, so first one is Godric's Hollow or the Burrow.
Oh, the Burrow.
Defo the Burrow. Why would you want to go to the Godric's Hollow when all there has been is death?
Yeah, I don't really see happiness at Godric's Hollow.
No.
But the Burrow, it is the Burrow.
Exactly.
It's so full of magic, and like I'd even go there to denome the garden. All of the Burrow, there is so much
It's
happiness.
so homely.
Yeah.
Like, just reading about it, it makes you feel at home.
It's kind of cozy as well, isn't it? You just know that like
And
that
it's
is
just
like
it's real family home. It's, you know, the Dursleys get ripped for not being the most affluent family and stuff like that, but I would prefer to live like they do, which is such a huge family unit,
yeah.
than, you know, say the Malfoys, who live in a huge house that's not homely at all. Hogsmeade or Diagon Alley?
I want to go to both.
I'd like to go to both, but if I had to choose, I think I'd choose Diagon Alley just because Hogsmeade is genuinely a village and it's there and, you know, well, they know about it. Whereas Diagon Alley, it's in the Muggle world, but it's magic.
So it's like hidden from the Muggles
and I think
in a
it makes it
different way.
special. Also as well, I think I have to go in Harry Potter world, like the overwhelming feeling of walking down that Diagon Alley.
Yeah, it's something special to be
Yeah.
honest.
Like, I was a bit of an emotional wreck walking down it, so I think I would have to choose Diagon Alley.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you because it just would be so awesome. It's also like Harry's first experience like entering the magical world, and I think that is everybody's first experience entering the magical world. So I think I've just sort of held on to that. Plus, Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlour thing. Oh my god, makes me so hungry.
Yes. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it'd be a shame to miss out on Honeydukes.
Yeah.
But
ice cream is better.
Ice cream. Flourish and Blots or Ollivanders?
Ooh, that's hard. I want to. Well, obviously you have to go to both.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Ollivanders is so special for that first time occasion.
yeah, when you get your first one
Yeah.
and all that.
Because that's when the magic starts to happen, isn't it? At the end of the day.
See, I still think I would pick Flourish and Blots though, because books.
Yeah.
So obviously, as much as I love Ollivanders and as you go in there and it's such a special thing, you go to Flourish and Blots an awful lot more, and we definitely would go to Flourish
and every
Blots a lot
time,
more.
every time you go, it'd just be as special as the last.
Yeah.
Because there's different books you want to see and get and all that. And last but not least, Gringotts or the Ministry of Magic.
Okay, so it's a choice between a bank and a parliament building.
Pretty much.
I don't want to go to either, I'm still a child.
I know. I think I choose Ministry of Magic just for like all the different departments.
Yeah, there is so much more going on there,
Yeah.
to be fair, and everything in Gringotts wants to kill you if you're not meant to be there,
Yeah.
so...
And I don't like goblins.
Yeah, they're sneaky, aren't they?
They
They're not
are.
very particularly friendly.
I mean, if I got free money, I'd go to Gringotts any day of the week. But I don't think that would be the case.
No.
So I'm going to choose the Ministry of Magic.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see what they've got going on there that nobody really knows about. So that was the This or That Harry Potter book tag. We're not going to tag anyone in particular. We're not going to tag anyone in particular, but if you like Harry Potter like we like Harry Potter, like we hope most people like Harry Potter.
Yeah, then please feel free to do this tag because it is actually quite good fun.
Yeah, it's nice to think about like if you had to choose, if you were pushed to choose these things,
Exactly.
who would you choose?
Yeah.
If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave us a comment or two. See you next time.
See you later.
Bye.